Right. Okay. So thank you for your comment on WhatsApp group, and I would like to confirm, or I would like to give you some kind of material relating to my Miss Sen Song on historical background. So when we analyze the movie, we need to focus on a very special topic. And although in the last week we talked more about the topics in general, and now you have to focus on which object you have to choose to analyze later on. Who knows that your analysis will be your paper later on, right? Okay, so um, this one is the second slide. I would like to talk about Missing Song. Missing Song. Yeah, I know that the pronunciation is kind of a French pronunciation, and then you can check it via Google, via dictionary. Yeah, you have to consult the dictionary. So, what is the Missing Song? Missing Song actually is the setting or the virtual condition in which the film has to use that. I mean, to focus on the special costume, to focus on the special setting of place or particular setting of time, and also the performance itself, the cinematography, and also uh, the performance of the actors. So here there are several questions to consider to gain your curiosity about uh, the Miss Sing Song. This one. The first one is, what would be your evaluation of the performances of the actors? Nah, Miss Song starts with the performances of the actors. Yeah, you see that lots of people, when they review a movie, they particularly go to the performance of the actors, whether the actors or the actress perform the act good or bad. And then also, are the characters created complex or simple to understand? I mean, the characteristic they perform in the movie, is it complex or easy to understand? Is their motivation clear? So although in many film it is implicitly what is it, not clear in their characteristic or character, but then should there you have to find the motivation. Are they rounded and complex or flat and stereotypical? Now this one, when you go back to the introduction to English literature, probably you find that what is the rounded characteristic and what is the complex characteristic, flat and stereotypical characteristic. You have to think about it as the as the relation with the performances of the actors. So anyway, usually in your research later on, you will focus on the complex and rounded characters, because usually they will be the main characters in the movie. Ya, because in the research, nanti di skripsi kalian atau tugas akhir kalian nanti yang memang yang disoroti adalah kebanyakan adalah main karakternya. Karena kenapa? Karena karakter yang utama itu selalu progressing atau developing, rather than only flat characters. Jadi ada flat characters itu biasanya cameo, dan ya walaupun mereka juga signifikan, tetapi ketika dibahas akan menjadi sangat kurang analisisnya. Right, and then the other Mr. Song characteristic is this is the question. What is the social status of each character and how dominant are they? Does their use of language reflect their character? Yeah, particular language reflect their character, their characteristic, and also the social background. What tone or attitude does each character adopt? What ideas or feelings are being expressed? The emotional feelings, is it happy or sad or complicated or etc. Now, another Mr. Song is about body language. What can you tell about the character from the body language and delivery of lines? Probably in the movie there are lots of no focus on the conversation, but then their body language will show it. So you have to critically see the body language and gesture. And how long does each person speak, and what does this tell us? In different circumstances, it could convey different things. And then costume. One of the element in Mrs. Song is about costume. Costume is also particular or significant in a movie. So what is the significances of costume in particular scenes? Kenapa dia pakai baju? Apalagi the boy in the strip pajamas ya. Why do you think the boy in the street pajamas used that kind of pajamas? Is it pajamas? So you have to think critically about that. Does it help to convey character or opposition? Does the costume reflect the identity of the actor or actress or the character? Does it operate to mark out a particular groups? Apakah ada komunitas tertentu untuk merefleksikan dari pakaiannya? Kemudian, is it used simply to suggest period or place? Nah, dari pakaian juga kita bisa tahu zaman Victorian Age pakaiannya demikian, zaman Nazi juga ternyata pakaiannya strip menggunakan seragam dan of course it is not a pajamas, right? Are the costumes wonderfully authentic but actually used to little effect in terms of conveying meaning to the audience? Now, you have to think about that a little. Now, I would like to talk about the historical background that I do in today's material. So I talk about Nazi invasion, and my focus is on the mise-en-scène. So yeah, probably some of you know in the historical class about Nazi invasion. It has happened during 1933 up to 1945, and then under the leadership of Adolf Hitler. And to focus on this historical background, I would like to focus on a part that why those three films happens, why those three films conveyed in this occasion. So it is because Hitler soon emerged as a charismatic public speaker and began attracting new members with speeches blaming Jews and Marxists for Germany's problems and exposing extreme nationalism and the concept of the Aryan master race. Nah, this is the power of public speaking, that Hitler finally can influence all of the members to blame Jews and Marxists, and then it enable him to have a power to doing kind of deleting the race, because Hitler believed that Aryan is the master race, so the other race is nothing, right? And then I would like to continue with several several movies about Nazi. Well, one of the function of the movie actually is the media to do propaganda. If you think about Rambo, the movie, American movie, how can a single fighter like Rambo can fight for the Vietnamese war between America and Vietnam, right? It is impossible, but then it is to propaganda that Rambo here is the representation of the American itself, and then American is the very superpower country. Jadi ada propaganda di situ, ingin mendoktrin penontonnya bahwa Rambo ini adalah representasi dari Amerika, dan Amerika itu tidak terkalahkan bahkan ketika dia itu alone. And then G30 SPKI movies in Indonesia, you can find several movies about G30 SPKI, and then you have to think, is it part of the propaganda or not? Downfall, Look Who's Back is from Nazi's perspective. Well, because this is Nazi's perspective, these two films actually wants to doctrine the society that actually Nazi is a good thing to do. Nah, itu salah satu propaganda. Jadi bahkan beberapa hal atau bahkan beberapa masyarakat itu mengidolakan Hitler. Ya walaupun mengidolakan Hitlernya bukan bagian ketika dia membuang ras Yahudi dan juga pengikut Marxis untuk masuk ke concentration camp untuk dibunuh dan sebagainya, tetapi di bagian ketika Hitler itu bisa menginfluence loh dengan cara public speakingnya yang kuat banget. Nah itu dia di film Downfall and Look Who's Back ini, it's about Nazi's perspective, and it wants to influence people to go back to Nazi's perspective. Nah, how about Hollywood? Nah, ya tadi kan movie itu sebagai media untuk melakukan propaganda. Hollywood juga sebenarnya melakukan propaganda di film-filmnya, di hampir semua filmnya. Dan ketika kita hubungkan dengan historical background Nazi invention ini, dapat diketahui bahwa ternyata bahkan hampir 50%-nya film-film Hollywood itu sebenarnya mempropagandakan untuk ngapain? Apakah mendukung Nazi? No, mereka justru malah mengadakan seperti istilahnya denazification. Jadi mereka ingin membuat Nazi itu tampak memang sangat kejam sekali. Nah, pada akhirnya beberapa film yang mengangkat tema tentang Nazi itu malah justru masuk Oscar. Nah, sebenarnya selain juga to do the Nazification from the Hollywood movies, they also, yeah, of course, creating movie means more profits, right? They want to get more profits by, particularly they choose topics or themes relating to Nazi. Ternyata to win Oscar, ternyata mostly they win the Oscar. And then, for example, what kind of movies that part of the denazification? It is part of the Saving Private Ryan, Dunkirk, 1917, and Fury. Lucunya lagi atau lebih anomalinya lagi adalah bahkan si pemeran Germany itu diperankan oleh American actors. Nah, ini yang lebih anomali lagi. Kalau tadi di di Downfall and Look Who's Back itu Nazis perspektif. Sementara di Hollywood itu lebih ke ya Hollywood perspektif untuk denazification. Tapi di Jojo Rabbit ini, film Jojo Rabbit ini adalah film Hollywood tapi dengan Nazis perspektif. Jadi dia nanggung, dia Hollywood yang harusnya tadi denazification, tapi di sini istilahnya dia malah menjadi Hollywood dia malah menjadi Nazis perspektif. Nah, ini justru Jojo Rabbit ini lebih tend to the Hollywoodification, the Hollywoodification, ya. So this is part of the anomaly. Nah, this one historical background in these 3 movies that I have sent you in the probably last night you have just read in the middle of the night, and then today I send you the 3 videos about the summary, the brief summary about the pianist in 2002. The Boy in the Street Pajamas in 2008, Life is Beautiful in 1997. Those 3 films, what do you think about this? Part of the missing song, do you think the costume, do you think the actor performance, do you think the setting of place, do you think setting of time relate to the gaining the performa of the film? Jadi apakah segi elemen dari message song tadi membuat film ini tampak lebih bagus, lebih real, lebih nyata? Kemudian apakah ada the Nazification in these movies? And then apakah ada justru the Hollywoodification in this movie? So please, discuss it in WhatsApp group. You may discuss it until midnight, it's okay. But kita melakukan diskusi ini nggak harus sampai jam 11, tetapi bisa sampai nanti malam juga bisa. Nanti tetap saya akan mungkin slow respon, tapi tetap akan saya memberikan feedback. Kalian juga bisa berdiskusi. There is no talks for this week, so please discuss as much as you can, ya. Thank you. Bye bye.